Hello, in this CSS crash course video, we're going to be looking at transformations. So we're going to show you how to rotate, skew, scale, and translate a element. So the first thing that we're going to do is create a image element, because that's what we're going to be rotating. It's just going to look a lot nicer than a div tag, for example. So image ID, that is ID. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see what I'm doing better. Image ID equals, I'm going to put rotation, and for the source I'm going to get an image from Google. I'm actually just going to type in Sonar Systems. Okay, I'll go to the Sonar Systems website and I'll get our logo. So I'll get this over here. So right click, copy image address. If I go back, paste it into source. Now I'm going to duplicate that. Now let's copy and paste that again so it's better formatted. Change the IDs to skewing, to scaling, and finally to translation. So if I save that, go back, let's see what we got. We've got 4 different images. So let's go to our index.css, because this is where we're going to be coding it up. So the first code we're going to do is to affect every single image. We're going to put a margin of 100 pixels. We're going to put a width of 150 pixels just to constrain it slightly. Actually, now I'm going to ignore the width. I think that should be okay without it, really. Yeah, that's fine. So what we're going to do now is do the hash rotation first. So hash rotation transform. This is going to, you put rotate. And for this, I'm simply going to put a degree value. So I'm going to put 250 dg, which is 250 degrees. If I go back, refresh, as you can see, this has now rotated clockwise. So I'm going to show you how to do the skew transformation. So hash skewing transform, not transform, transform, and you put skew. You can either do skew X and Y, or you can just put in 1. I'm going to put 40 degrees and 70 degrees. This is like getting the corners and just pulling it. So let's zoom out, refresh. Again, doesn't look the best, but skewing doesn't always look like, obviously, like the normal image, but it depends on your website, what you're going for. Now we're going to show you the scaling transformation. So hash scaling transform scale, and I'm going to set a X and Y value. I'm going to put 2 and 0.5. I'm going to put a comma first, 0.5. Save that. So as you can see, it is 2 times longer or 2 times wider, but only half of the height. And you can also see the it's scaled around the center, hence why it's not aligned to the bottom or to the top, but you could obviously change the alignment and the positioning yourself. Finally, I'm going to show you the translation method. So translation, transform, translate, and what we're going to do is put 400 pixels, then 200 pixels. So if we go back, this image will now move. It's moved down, so you moved 400 pixels to the right and 200 pixels down. So this is essentially 0, 0. It goes that way in the x-axis and that way in the y-axis. So that's it for transformations in CSS. If you have any questions, feel free to post them on my education platform, sonarlearning.co.uk. There'll be a link as a resource to that. Plus, there'll be a link to the GitHub page, which you can check out all the source code for from this video and every other video in this series. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.